Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Today I'm giving you guys my episode 41 review of Dragon Ball Super. This is my face. I know I haven't been on camera in a little while on this channel, so some of the newer guys might not know what I look like. Yeah, I know it's pretty disgusting, but episode 41 review, a little bit late on it. Well, then I usually am a day late, so apologies about that. Even though I need a little bit of a break sometimes. But episode 41, very strong episode. A little bit of a little sloppy in some parts, but pretty good overall. Definitely not bad. We see the Omni King Zeno drop down. Everyone meets him. He is the ruler of all the universe. He oversees all the universes. And I'm not sure if he's like strong or not. Beerus says he could like destroy them all if he wanted to. So I don't know if he's gonna order someone to do that or if he is himself just pretty much the strongest thing around. But the Omni King, interesting voice first of all, and the two little bodyguards that the Omni King has, very interesting the way they just kind of staying there, shaking their heads. They don't really say anything until they leave. But the Omni King seems to have a fondness of the word yeah. Just says yeah over and over and over whenever someone answers them. Doesn't even move his or her lips. I'm assuming that's a guy, but I could be completely wrong. I guess it's an Omni King, so it kind of would be a male. But it's interesting to see Beerus and Champa scared of someone like that. It really is, or at least nervous. Also enjoyed seeing Vados and Whis kind of show off like the bad things Beerus and Champa have done. That was pretty funny to see, like how he's not doing his job right and how Champa's not eating healthy. Pretty funny. Cool tidbit though, we do find out that Zeno, the Omni King, does appoint the God of Destructions apparently. He says he's gonna, jokingly says, I'll just appoint I'll have to appoint new God of Destructions. And it's kind of funny to see that kind of implies that, they were appointed to God of Destruction status by Zeno, probably. But pretty much heavily implied and actually said by the Omni King Zeno, and pretty much heavily stated that there's probably going to be another tournament because Zeno really liked this tournament he saw. That's why he came down. There's going to be another tournament between all the other universes. Some people call it lazy, and I could see that. It's not really very impressive on a story perspective of that arc because we're going to get, if we get another tournament with all these different universes, it's going to be kind of lackluster on the story, but we do get to see these other beings. The problem is, though, we're not really going to see a whole lot of new environments, probably, and that's the big deal. So we'll have to see how that is, if they're not going to explore their universes or not. And, Vegeta, if he's going to go to Planet Salad, which I'd love to see, we'll have to see about that. Cabo was really wanting to take Vegeta to Planet Salad, so. But there's some funny antics. I like the funny antics between Zeno and Goku. But what I did like a lot was finally we get to see the new Shenron. They call it the Super Shenron in the episode, which I think is kind of weird. The Divine Dragon, the Dragon God that comes out of the Super Dragon Balls. Bigger than pretty much the size of the universe, I guess. And like the galaxies are like, basically like this small. Basically like a penny. If you put it up to my face, it's pretty much how small a galaxy would be compared to him. And that was definitely cool to see. And I didn't really like the idea of the 7th Dragon Ball. The Super Dragon Ball was the planet that the tournament was held on. I didn't really like. I thought that was kind of cheap and lazy. My personal opinion, it doesn't affect it too much, but I thought it could have been probably handled better. But if it was handled differently, it probably wouldn't have been shown in this episode or even the next one. They would have had to hunt for it. So I could see maybe they wanted to get things moving along a little bit quicker. I don't know how you guys feel about the placement of that Dragon Ball. Let me know down below. But this dragon was very immense, very powerful, and it has, say the wish, summon the dragon in its own in the language of the gods. But very big problem with the entrance of the dragon, and people are gonna, bitch at me just for even mentioning it, and I have to mention it because, regardless of what you think, it's a part of the episode and it does affect the enjoyment. The animation on the dragon was really not good. The way it flew, the way it was moving around. Very early 80s-ish animation going on there. And not like a good kind where, a lot of animes in like, the later 80s, like Dragon Ball Z, get some smooth animation. I'm talking about early 80s stuff. Like, this looked like I got some really big Voltron vibes from this dragon with the animation. Although it's been a really long time since I've seen Voltron, but I remember the animation being sloppy at times. But really old school looking animation and not in a good way. The way the dragon flew around, there's a lot of jumps in frames, and the way it kind of skyrocketed through the solar system, or the galaxies and everything. There just wasn't a whole lot of movement or momentum to it. And it kind of did make its very brief appearance a little bit more lackluster. So what did you guys think of that? Because I really, it was a very cool looking dragon. When it actually did come out, it looked more unique than the Blue Eyes White Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, it looked more like a Shenron with the lower body part at least. But I definitely had a problem with its appearance. I think that scene really could have, even though people wouldn't have liked it as much, maybe some people, I think it would have worked better with some sort of 3D, you know, some CGI or some computer generated images or models would have worked well there. But Beerus's wish was, I'm not sure, because I was like, you know, I thought it was going to be Joke Wish, and it kind of was in a way. You know, Beerus wishes for a bed more comfortable than his own, which I thought was complete bullshit at first, and then it's revealed that he really actually wishes for Shampa's Earth in Universe 6 to be brought, kind of similar to where Universe 7 is, you know, similar culture, humans living on there, very similar. I don't know if it's the same people or not, probably just like a similar culture, but I thought that was really nice to see that in the episode, and I really enjoyed that being there. Really shows a bit of more of Beerus's depth. Even a little bit of Champa, you know, I could tell he had a soft side there. He called him, you know, he called Beerus a bastard, but he definitely felt some emotion, and I could tell that they were really conveying that well. So that was very well done on their part. Very excited for the next episode. Looks very good with this Monaka fighting Goku. I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's a dream or if it's like something else. I don't know. Like, I want to do predictions on these episodes now because a lot of people like to see predictions. Maybe not every episode will get predictions, but this one, I mean, I think it's going to be some sort of dream because everyone seems to be acting weird around Goku in that episode from what Goku was saying. I think it's got to be like a dream or something. I don't know what you guys think of episode 42, you know, but it's got to be some sort of dream or something. Kind of like how, remember when Mr. Satan was like making up a story to tell everyone how he beat Beerus? Maybe it's going to be kind of like one of those episodes where it's all not real. It's not a real episode. I mean, that was only part of the Mr. Satan episode, of course. And this could all be a portion of the next episode. I don't really know, but it's a hard one to predict, really, because Monaka's powering up. But yeah. And on a side note, I did enjoy the part where Mr. Satan was up on Monaka and being like, you know, you could do really good as a logo for my dojo or whatever. And we get to see Monaka's job. He's like, you know, a navigator or whatever, and Beerus pays him for his service against, you know, in the tournament. So that was nice to see that stuff, really. So I really did enjoy this episode overall. Just, you know, that dragon part really did bother me. I think that really could have been handled a little bit better. Introducing such a major character for such a brief moment. They really should have focused their efforts on that, I feel like. I understand it probably was hard to animate, but the job they put out was kind of pathetic in ways. So that's been my review for today, guys. I enjoyed this episode. What do you guys think of it down below? What do you think of episode 42 coming up? What do you think's going on there? Because I'm frankly not sure. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.